Right, so I have returned once again to actually run a stream on Kaguya-sama, Love is War. We're good to go, we're good to go, we're good to go. So yes, she have actually covered the rest of Volume 8, which happens to be chapters 76 to 80, I believe. And yes, I mean, do apologize for actual kind of change in format a little bit. It's because I actually lost a license to Adobe, so I haven't got an editing software currently to actually kind of do anything with, because Final Cut takes way too long to do anything because it's more software based. Or hardware based, I mean, not software based. So I have to actually kind of figure something out and actually kind of get that working. So do not worry, we'll come back to the normal format after a while. So anyway, enough talk of my my loss of Adobe. Let's actually get back on track. Back on track? Yes, back on track. So yeah, we left up last time. Actually, kind of had a very interesting, again, deconstruction of the whole entire like genre in a way, because what it did was it kind of brought back what you know about the genre itself, but in theory, it looks completely alien in this universe because it's not meant to be what it's meant to be. It's something completely different. So when the show does inferior, or the manga in this case, does inferior go back to its actual normal context, it doesn't fit right into the actual overall narrative because it's so different. So when it goes back to a shoujo manga, it looks like a completely different thing because we're not used to it. And that was actually kind of a neat thing to do. Actually kind of bring back this whole entire idea that this manga is actually completely different. And if anything it does in theory do, it kind of doesn't really work very well. Like in essence, bringing back its genre in a way. And also we actually kind of saw we saw another rejection as well, which was like depressing because Kaguya actually kind of inadvertently like rejected Shirogane, but didn't at the exact same time, which is actually kind of interesting. So anyway, it's actually important to actually go live. Go live for chapters 76 to 80 of Kaguya-sama. Love is War. Am I disappearing to the Matrix or something? I don't even know. I just saw my screen go really weird just. I was like, am I disappearing to the Matrix? Is this my end? I don't know. Am I going into the Matrix now? What's happening to any reason why this is actually going really weird? I guess it is. Anyway, it's actually beginning chapter 76, which is Nagisa Kashiwagi is complicated. I had a fight with my girlfriend. Yes, serves you right. I hope she ditches you. Wait, Ishigami. Let's hear him out. Was it a fight? What was the fight about? That's the problem. I can't figure it out. Nagisa didn't say anything, but I could tell she was mad at me. And when she finally opened her mouth, hey, do you know why I'm mad at you? The ominous phrase that men live in terror of hearing, the moment when a woman's passive aggressiveness manifests. Culturally, women tend to have more empathic memory than men. Women ask a question like the one above because they want you to empathize with their hurt feelings about a recent incident. That's one reason why women phrase things like that. To answer the question, men need to try to understand the source of a woman's anger. So you have no idea why Kashiwagi is mad at you. Well, I can think of several incidents that might be the reason, but it's a mystery to me why she get angry about them. Yay, a mystery! Describe each incident to us one by one. There is no mystery that Love Detective Chika can't solve. Okay, I'll tell you what happened. Quiz, why is Kashiwagi mad at him? I still adore the fact that these characters are meant to be side characters and actually really important parts of the narrative. Again, it's a really interesting thing to do because technically speaking, they are the relationship that you actually see in other mangas, but in theory, because they're completely secondary to this show, it makes more sense. The whole entire thing is brilliant. Like the way it's structured is brilliant. Is what I'm trying to say. Question 1. The other day, so to work correctly, I changed my line icon to a picture of a cat. Then Nagisa said, "Oh, you changed your icon to a cat? Yeah. Why was Kashiwagi mad? You'll find out 2 pages later." Well, why? I don't know, that's the problem. Does she why you hate cats? I don't think so. Does she want to control everything you do? Is she mad because you didn't ask her permission? Well, she does like to boss me around, but she wouldn't get so mad over something so trivial. Well, why then? Wasn't your previous avatar, the one before the cat avatar, I mean, a picture of the two of you? Yeah, it was a purikura I took with Nagisa. That's why. She's mad because you stopped using your togetherness avatar. The reason she's mad is because she thinks you're pretending you don't have a girlfriend on social media. I get it! That must be the reason. Oh, now I see. I wish I'd thought of that. So the cat picture had nothing to do with it. I love how Ishigami is like the one to figure everything out as well. He's like the loner character, but he actually knows what to do. Impressive Ishigami. How do you figure that out? It's simple. If you're familiar with lateral thinking puzzles, then why did she get mad about this? Question 2. Kashiwagi is absent. Nagisa didn't come to school one day because she had a cold. I felt bad for her, so I bought her a bunch of treats at a convenience store and went to see her. Then, go home. Don't worry about me catching your cold. That's not why. I just want you to leave. Go away. She wouldn't even let me in. Why would she be like that? So she wasn't worried about giving you her cold. Did you do anything else? I had a phone call. My phone just then was like, who's calling me midstream? So she wasn't worried about giving you her cold. Did you do anything else that upset her? For example, was all of the stuff you bought cheap? She didn't even see what I bought her. Maybe there was another guy in her room. No, her mother was home, so I doubt it. She'd have someone in her room. Hello. It wasn't really a cold. She found out she was pregnant. That's impossible. I know. Sorry, just kidding. Yeah, we do things properly. May I answer this one too? So they're exercising restraint. Impressive. Huh? You know why? I got a voicemail. Okay. Does she always make you wait before she let you into her room? Yeah, about 5 minutes every time. Then there's only one answer. Women like to tidy up their room before their boyfriends come over. They also put on makeup. But she didn't have the energy to tidy up her room that day because she was sick. That's why she didn't let you in. It's a case of I'm mad at you because unannounced visits are inconvenient. Ishigami. You're like the woman's whisperer. How come you don't have a girlfriend? Women prefer guys who don't understand how they think. You deserve to have this. No thanks. That's a cursed item that makes people think you're stupid. And then this happened 2 days ago. Nagisa was reading a fashion magazine. Which girl do you like best? This one, I guess. She asked me which girl I like best, so I told her. And then she got mad at me. Why? Why, teacher? Tell us, teacher, Ishigami. That one's easy. She got mad because you complimented another woman. The message to you was, well, why don't you go out with her instead if you like her so much? But she asked him, how could she be so unreasonable? That's just the way women are. This is how you should have answered. None of them are my type, not my type at all. You're the cutest. You should never tell her the truth, even if she tells you to be completely honest. It's just diabolical. It's just a diabolical trap. Teacher, you understand women so well. Why are you unable to apply any of your wisdom in real life? Then yesterday, she said she wanted to play a fighting game at a video arcade. I wanted to show her how good I am at gaming, so I totally crushed her. Then Nagisa got furious. Why'd you get mad at me? Because you totally crushed her. Isn't it obvious? Now that you mention it, what's this guy's problem? He's stupid. Ishigami, he's still your senior classmate. Man. I want to go and play a fighting game in the video arcade, but I can't because they don't exist over here anymore. God damn it. I had to get my own arcade system to actually play a video arcade system and actually play Street Fighter on it. God damn it! I want to go to an arcade cab. I actually want to go to an arcade cafe and actually play one. You can't. You just can't anymore. So what's the real reason you're angry at me? I know this sounds kind of weird, but I'm mad because he accepts everything I say or do. That's why I want him to be honest and tell me when he's mad. I'm always the one who's getting upset. It makes me seem like I'm a hysterical woman who can't control her emotions. If he doesn't get mad at me, the scales never balance out. I'm annoyed at how one-sided things always are with us. She's complicated. Seems like she's overreacting to every little thing. I don't get her at all. I don't want to be like her. The truth is, I know I'll get defensive if he gets mad at me, but I still wish he'd tell me when he's not happy about something. I could listen to 3 more hours of complaining. Today's battle result, Kaguya, not high maintenance herself, according to her, loses. Well, I don't know why she told me she was sorry. I don't know why, but she told me she was sorry, so I didn't have to apologize after all. Made it up before I knew it. We're even closer now than before. But I should probably be grateful to you guys anyway. So thanks, I guess. Quiz: why are these 3 mad at him? Question: will I ever be that happy? Well, I got real really quick. That was like, oh, surprise! Welcome to your welcome party with just us girls. Battle 77. Chika Fujiwara wants to find out. I'm sorry you had to work around my schedule. No problem. No problem. We know you're still serving on the disciplinary committee, so you couldn't get here earlier. The boys aren't here today, so we can spill all our secrets. What kind of secrets are we talking about? I've never been to a girls only party before. There's only one thing to talk about, and that's, yay, we're going to have some girl talk. Girls only parties. In many ancient civilizations, men hunted for food while women managed the communities. There was a division of roles. Some say women have a primal need to analyze human relationships, rumors of romance. Fujiwara, is there someone you like? Who, me? Yeah. What? Who? Who's this person? Well, if I tell you, I'll tell you if you tell me. Fujiwara's in love? I can't believe it. She doesn't act like it. The person I like appears calm and collected on the outside, but it's actually kind of naive and shy. They're very intelligent and pretty cute too. Oh, she doesn't seem to be making it up. She looks like she must be talking about someone she really likes. If that's true, then it's true that Chika is telling the truth. But the like she's talking about is friendship. Chika isn't romantically in love with anyone, but if she admits it to the party atmosphere, the party atmosphere will be ruined. Kaguya and Ina will refuse to join in, so Chika has decided to talk about Kaguya, her best friend whom she does like very much, as a stand-in for an object of romantic love. Fabrications that are almost true sound convincing. If the two discover she wasn't completely truthful, she can always pass it off as an innocent joke. It's just a little white lie to liven up the party. However, can't you at least tell us the person's initials? The last initial is S. Shiomiya. S? Shirogane? Of course. Very intelligent and pretty cute. Calm and collect on the outside but shy. The only person that fits that description is Shirogane. So she likes him, does she? I've always thought she leered at him lecherously? So tell me who you like. If Kaguya would admit it or not, she has the option of revealing she likes Shirogane. Containment strategy. If Kaguya says, I like Shirogane too, she might be able to prevent Chika from pursuing him any further. However, this strategy carries an element of risk. It could end their friendship. It's not uncommon for friendships to fall apart when two people completely fall in love of the same person. Love or friendship, if Kaguya had to choose, she'd pick love without a second thought. That's what she had always imagined anyway. But now now that she weighs the two on the scales in her heart, Kaguya is surprised to discover that they hold equal weight. Kaguya's friendship with Chika is more precious to her than she realized. Do you really, really like this person? Yes. I thought you loved this. Stop kidding around. Huh? Do you swear you like this person more than anyone else? Or is this just a random crush? Or would you lay your life on the life of this person? Are your feelings heartfelt? Answer me. Well, it's difficult comparing this love to my love for my family, but let's say the two of us got into an accident and we were holding on to a rope at the top of a high cliff. If that rope couldn't withstand both our weights, I'd agonize over what to do. But in the end, I'll let go of the rope. I care about that person enough to do that. Her eyes are clear and honest. She isn't pretending. She's serious. If she really likes him that much, I figured out who this person is. You have? Love of friendship, Kaguya's strategy is too. But I don't think you two are a good match. You should fall out of love. Play dirty. Woo! Damn. S is very proud. Is always defensive and has a really awful personality. Negative criticism can snap people out of love. Sometimes women say nasty things about the object of their attraction and later go out with them without batting an eye. This is possible thanks to the phenomenon of containment battles. The difference in social status is an other obstacle, so you shouldn't let yourself get too deeply involved. However, the strategy is not easy for Kaguya. Her heart is aching as she forces herself to denounce Shirogane. I'm sorry, Shirogane, I don't really think this badly of you, though I do believe you're always on the defensive. There are others more worthy of you, Chika. However, Kaguya's not the only one who's hurting here. Is that how you really feel? Oh shit. Social status, personality, those are the reasons I shouldn't get too involved? Do you honestly believe that? This is for your own good. You should choose careful. You should choose careful. No! I like everything about you, even though I know you could be cold-hearted and deceitful. I understand why you might hate me, but I can never hate you. Wait, what? Why are you talking about me? Huh? I've been talking about you from the start. Huh. Oh, I see. You love me so much you're willing to die for me. You forced me to say that. I've never been so painfully honest before. So it serves you right. You shouldn't have played such a cheap trick on us. Listen, I would never distance myself from you. You wouldn't? You know, I keep the people I care about close. Kaguya, even between friendships, Kaguya finds the words light too difficult to say out loud. But that's Kaguya Shiomiya for you. I was so anxious. I'm so glad those two made up. Girls only parties are scary. Today's battle result, you know, today's star loses. I've had it completely forgot. It's actually her, I guess, inauguration party. But I was saying, yeah, Kaguya doesn't scare easily. Kisses don't only happen in fairy tales. Kaguya realizes that now, 3 hours ago. These two were preparing for the school sports festival. They went to the sports equipment storehouse to inspect the equipment. The shed is in a remote corner of the school grounds and is hardly used. Its tug-of-war rope is in terrible condition. It's been used for about 2 decades. I think we can make do with it for another year, though. The school should really fix up this shed. It doesn't have any windows and the door sticks. Doesn't that violate fire laws? It wouldn't be a disaster if we got locked in. It would be a disaster if we got locked in. We wouldn't be able to call for help. Didn't they get locked in because the building is so decrepit? Or did someone accidentally lock the door? Either way, a circumstance like this in which a couple gets trapped in a sealed room together calls for a title. The incident in the sports equipment warehouse. Ah, the door won't open. It seems we're trapped in here. Hey, is anyone out there? I've heard this building used to be an ammunition depot and was used as a solitary confinement cell during World War II. So it must be pretty airtight. Are you serious? I'm sure there are air vents somewhere. I don't think anyone would be able to hear us. Hello, how's it going? Did you bring your cell phone? I left it in the student council chamber. Me too. We're in a storehouse that people hardly ever use. We have no way to call for help. What should we do, Shirogane? This is bad. What if no one figures out we're locked in here? We don't have any other food or water. Damn, Shirogane. It's such an obvious trap. I know you set this up, Shiomiya. There's no way we got locked in here by accident. I can tell you were only pretending to cry. You must be waiting for the ministration button of arousal effect to kick in. The process whereby someone thinks they're romantically aroused when they're actually just scared. Fine, I'll go along with her scheme and pretend I'm worried about getting locked in here. Oh, what a catastrophe. And I'll wait for my chance to take advantage of the situation. How cute, Shirogane. It's such an obvious trap. Are you really this desperate to be alone with me? A door wouldn't get stuck like this all by itself. Your plan is so transparent. Oh, thank you so much. It really means a lot to me. I hope you enjoy them. I'm surprised Shirogane has been so aggressive, though. Is it that? I bet he wants to make the I bet he wants to take advantage of the distribution of arousal effect to take our relationship to the next level. You haven't thought this through very well. You haven't thought this very carefully, Shirogane. But I'll go along with your scheme. What an obvious trap. Shirogane, I'm frightened. Damn it, how will we get out of here? They are both behaving as if they are in serious trouble. However, they are in serious trouble. Both of them assume their predicament is a trap set by the other, so neither is cognizant of the seriousness of the situation. On the contrary, they are both excited about the opportunities provided by the trap they think have been set for them by the other. Shirogane, will we get out of here alive? Don't be afraid. I'm here with you. Shirogane. He's taking advantage of the situation to give my sleeve a cute little tug. It's so contrived. He touched me. He touched me. Shirogane didn't miss a chance to touch me softly. My soft velvety skin. Velvety. God damn that word, I hate it. Velvety skin. There we go. Velvety skin. Does he presume anything is going to according to plan? His behaviour would have seemed genuine if we were in real trouble. But I know we're not. The sun is setting. This is an elaborate scheme. He came here well prepared, which means that what Shirogane wants is, what Shiomiya wants is something like this. What despicable scheme, taking advantage of the girl in a state of panic. I would never fall for a trap like this. But well. sorry. Yeah, I did those as soon as I finished part 5. But I'm glad you enjoyed them. I'm sorry you weren't there to actually see them live though. Man, part 6 was a riot though. I miss part 6 so much. It was such a riot. That part was great. I don't want to find out how he will go about making a move under circumstances just for the future reference. The truth is, neither of them tried to trick the other. Their predicament is just a random accident, but they are both convinced that the other is passionately wooing them like never before. They can't hide their excitement, and their excitement leads to purposeful action. It must be dark. It must be dark outside by now. I'm getting a bit cold. I'm surprised she is willing to take the initiative, but I'll go along with it. Shiomiya, is he about to make his move? I wish he'd spend more time setting the mood. So you want this too, do you? Shirogane is ready to go for it, but I didn't mean for this to. Hey, watch out! I'm so nervous. Kisses don't only happen in fairy tales. Kaguya realizes that now. I'm so nervous, but what will happen if I close my eyes? Kisses don't only happen in fairy tales. Shirogane realizes that now. It's about time you finish inspecting the equipment. So scared. Damn it, I don't have a plausible deniability this time. You perv! Oh, I wish none of this happened. I wish I was dead. Today's battle result. Both lose by a narrow margin. Looks like this branch got stuck in the door. Just a branch. They're all still up on YouTube, I believe, if I remember correctly. I only privated them for a little while because Shueisha came after me for a little while, so Shueisha was kind of, so I had to be like, Shueisha kind of calmed down a bit there with the copyright strikes, and I had to kind of private them for like, what, a couple of days, I believe? But it's still up, so if you want to go and watch them, they're still there. Battle result Battle 79, Kaguya wants to be examined. Shomiya, there's some lint in your hair. What? Where? Here. Oh, you're right. I didn't notice that's strange. Lately, I haven't been feeling myself. Shomiya? Shomiya! Battle 79, Kaguya wants to be examined. My chest feels... Ow. You should go call an ambulance. I'm dialing 911. Fetch the school doctor. Okay. Kaguya is pretty fragile. She gets sick a lot. She often has to stay at home when the seasons change. And Kaguya's mother died of a heart disease. Shomiya. Shozo Tanuma is considered one of the world's top 10 doctors. He's a master cardiologist and the world's leading expert on pediatric cardiac bypass surgery. Even the Prime Minister asked Tanuma to perform his heart surgery. He is retained by the Shinomiya family as their family doctor. What? Shinomiya's daughter? Oh, thank you for actually stopping by, actually. Thank you. I'll examine her. But you scheduled to attend the governor's party. I don't care. Shozo Tanuma recalled a scene from the past. A girl with icy cold eyes, who expects nothing from life, and then you reap what you sow. Professor? I think I have some sort of heart arrhythmia? Arrhythmia? Yeah, arrhythmia. My heart starts beating loudly out of the blue. My chest hurts so much I think I'm going to die. Am I seriously ill? Since you described your symptoms in such detail, I see what the problem is. Miss Shinomiya, don't panic. Okay. You're suffering from love sickness. Huh? Is there a heart disease with that name? No, it's an emotion you feel when you're in love. I suppose even doctors make jokes. I'm not joking. Are you saying I collapsed and had to be brought here in an ambulance because my heart was throbbing too much? Yes. I'm a bit flustered because I've never seen a case of this in my 30+ years as a doctor. Don't be ridiculous. People might fall in love with me, but I would never do something so pathetic as to fall in love with myself. She's a difficult patient. People call it tsundere nowadays. Let me summarize what you told me. Your heart starts beating fast whenever you think about a certain person during school activities. Yes, it does. Today he removed a piece of lint from your hair. When his hand accidentally brushed your cheek, your chest suddenly cramped, and you couldn't breathe. I already told you that. You're in love. I already told you I'm not. This must be heart disease. My chest has never hurt so much before. Then this must be your first love. Why wouldn't you listen? Miss Kaguya. I'll wait outside. Call me when you're done. Hiya, sucker. I can't take it anymore. It's just the same hospital that I go to. I can never come here again. What a pain. What's wrong with you? Just give me a thorough examination. This is our latest medical testing device. We use it for catheters in the heart, but we can use it in many other ways. This is a cutting-edge medical procedure, so the diagnostic tests will be quite extensive or expensive. And you sure you want to go forward with them? The fee is cheap compared to my life. We're done. And she has a nice healthy heart. Good night. That's impossible. My heart must have a hole or two in it somewhere. If it did, you'd be dead. Then what is the problem? You're saying I fainted when he touched my face because my heart beats too fast? I'd admit I felt a bit pleased, but if his behaviour made me collapse, then that would mean I love Shirogane to death. By the way, do you have a picture of him? I happen to have some on me. Don't you have any ordinary images of him? No matter, he looks noteworthy. This boy is perfect for you. Perfect? Do you want to go out with him? I've already told you. My feelings for him aren't the least bit romantic. I just think Shirogane is an ideal person. It doesn't matter how perfect you think he is for me. I don't have feelings for him. Her heart rate is over 200. It's beating very fast. Enough. Stop exposing my mistress' feelings with the latest technology. Do you have any idea why she's feeling like this now? The two of them almost kissed the other day, and ever since she's been super nervous around him. I see. Hey, Hayasaka, has nothing to do with this. It has everything to do with this. That was a moment of sheer terror. My mind went blank. When he almost kissed me, I didn't know what to do. I don't have any romantic feelings towards him. I'm afraid of him. I know exactly how you feel. I'm an old man now, but I used to fall in love too. I suppose I could still fall in love if I wanted to. I don't want to hear your hear your tales. Poor guy. That doctor's a total quack. Do you actually refer to doctors as quacks then? Like in essence, of saying like they're like just kind of insane or something. Because I always known the word quack to actually just be a doctor anyway. He's one of the top 10 physicians in the world. I need a second opinion. I'm going to another hospital. Please, I'm begging you, don't do anything to bring more shame down upon yourself. That is about result. Hayasaka loses. Shionmiya, are you feeling better now? Yes, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm so glad Kaguya's cured. Was there something wrong with your heart? No, I was told I have a nice, healthy heart. Is there something else wrong with you? Have you fully recovered yet? She hasn't. Why did you collapse? Because he got close to her just like this. Ah, this is all your fault. But she can never tell him that. Naotake, your daughter is doing fine. So, the fifth member of the Shinichi Academy Student Council is Battle 80, Yu Ishigami closes his eyes part 2. Financial auditor Miko Ino. It's been only a few days since Miko joined the Student Council, but she's already wants to quit. I want to resign from the Student Council. Battle 80, Yu Ishigami closes his eyes part 2. Huh? But you just got on the Student Council after all this time. Why would you want to resign now? It's true that it's always been my dream to join the Student Council. I was so happy to finally get appointed, but the Student Council I long to serve on was something like this. You can't you even handle a simple task? Student Council is no place for losers. A merciless mediocrity. What is that word? Let's have a look quickly. These are such long words, sometimes I actually have no idea what they are because I'm terrible at English. How you said that? M-E-R-I-T-O... God, I actually can't type either. I am terrible at everything. I am so bad at everything. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Meritocracy. Meritocracy. There we go. Meritocracy. That was a long word for me to actually not know. So, a merciless meritocracy. Illicit intimate relationships. We'll explain them all. We have to get rid of all the rotten apples as soon as possible. A group of stone cold realists. No, please wait. Kaguya is my friend. Let me shoulder the burden of sin with her. A weeping angel. I had every student in the school sign this. That's not a smart way of going about things, but she's always a breath of fresh air. Maybe this is just what we needed, and thus Student Council would slowly begin to transform. This is a tough challenge, but I will do my best. That's what I pictured all these years. Imagination runs wild, doesn't it? You should add Ishigami to that scenario too. I don't want to waste a moment of my life thinking about Ishigami. Poor Ishigami. I was so excited when I joined the student council, but it turned out to be just a convenient setting for Shirogane manhole. Its members to commit lecherous acts with each other. Lecherous acts with each other. It's lecherous acts with each other. I've been exposed to disturbing male fetishes and I don't know what to do. At first I thought I should report this illicit behaviour to the teachers, but if I were to do that, Fujiwara's obscene photos would be made public as revenge porn. Seriously? Are there really naked pics of Fujiwara? It's only a matter of time before I succumb to the decadence. The truth is, I like to flee this very moment, but it took so long for me to get on the student council. I can't abandon Fujiwara, and if I leave now, I feel like a quitter. You take everything so seriously. You could just choose to stick with it and enjoy the student council lifestyle. That makes no sense. It doesn't? Personally, I find what you're describing pretty appealing. I don't care about your warped taste. The kind of love I want isn't tainted by lust. Junior high was the worst time of my life. Everyone shunned me. Someone anonymously tried to cheer me up, but they didn't take any credit for it. Pure generosity that asking nothing in return. That's what true love is about. You're still in La La Land. This flower gives me strength to carry on. Enough with that story. I've heard it at least 10 times already. Anyway, I'm not lust incarnate like Shirogane, and I will never approve of him. Miko is an idealist with a fevered imagination. She jumps to conclusions. She views everything she views everything in black and white terms. My guess is that she's mistaken about President Shirogane being lust incarnate. Let's take a moment to analyze these stories of yours one by one. You say Vice President Shiomiya called Shirogane a man whore. That the two were engaged in an activity that led Shirogane to yelling, "I can't handle it anymore." The two boys restrained Fujiwara with duct tape, and President Shirogane forced himself and Vice President Shiomiya in the sports equipment shed. That's what you observed, right? Right. Let's start with the expression man whore. Can you really picture the Vice President using a crude term like man whore? No, not really. Maybe what she really said was salmon roe or spam law. That certainly sounds more likely. A vice president would never fool around with boys. He must have misperceived the president as being a lust incarnate. Wait, that means his mind begins to link the scenes she witnessed into one cohesive story. Shirogane, tell me you're a dirty pig. Say you're crazy about black panties. I don't particularly like. Is that so? You refuse to obey me. I'm looking forward I look forward to you telling me about the spam law you've researched. No. Ina's doubts about whether Shirogane is a man whore are cleared up. I'm a dirtbag. I'm a dirty pig who loves black panties. Kaguya, you're going too far. How dare you defy me? Ishigami, stop this girl's mouth. That clears up the duct tape, the mystery. How much longer do we have to do this? This is such a turn on. You two need to shut up too. Shirogane, will be here any minute now. What would she think if she saw us like this? No, let go of me, Vice President. So scared. Now the student council is mine, all mine. The suspicion that Shirogane forced himself and Kaguya is cleared up. Say it. Tell me you enjoy it. I love it. I love it so much I can't handle it anymore. I completely misunderstood everything. President Shirogane hasn't done anything wrong. Exactly. It's Vice President Shiomiya who is evil incarnate. Huh? she pretended to be victimized, so she could use me to entrap President Shirogane. I can't overlook this. How in the world did you reach that conclusion? I'm going to interrogate her. Miko. Oh, Ino. Vice President Shiomiya, turn yourself in. I have the goods on you. Huh? What are you talking about? What do you think about President Shirogane? I really haven't the slightest idea what you're going on about. I'm asking how you feel about President Shirogane. How I feel about Shirogane? Why should I tell you? When I don't even know myself. The answer she expected to hear, Shirogane is my faithful slave. Huh? Now I'm not sure what the truth is. Miko is flustered because Kaguya's response implies a less carnal love than she anticipated. Here's that result, Ino loses. And there we go. That was Volume 8. Ow! My back just died. It's felt a massive thing to go for my back just then. Anyway, yeah, so Volume 8 was actually kind of very interesting in its own way, because it's one of those things that kind of, it very much brings, again, the genre itself back into the forefront, like in essence the romance genre itself, and in essence we kind of do infer interpret the fact that the actual genre itself isn't what we expect. That's the thing I like about this, the fact that every single turn the genre comes back, and it kind of does infer get subverted constantly, because let's face it, these two characters are pretty dense, so they don't really understand each other, and in essence when they don't understand each other they can't actually kind of realize their own feelings. So when things like this happen, they just don't know how to react. And then the actual normal things that you actually do in Furiously and manga actually do in Fury and Sue, like the whole entire idea of getting blocked, in essence, when Inoue kind of comes in, actually blocks the whole entire scene. So in Fury, I like how it actually does in Fury bring back the genre itself actually to the forefront, because in Fury, when you think about it, the genre itself is the actual kind of the problem here. Like in essence, those two understand their own feelings for one another in their own kind of warped mind. But in essence, the genre itself kind of comes back constantly, and in doing so, when it does, it kind of breaks up the whole entire tension of the whole entire scene, because they don't know how to react to it. In essence, they don't know how to actually react to love in a way, in that kind of essence. So theoretically speaking, the genre actually is the problem here. In essence, if this had been any other genre, it actually might have actually kind of been a very smooth sailing kind of manga. They would have just kind of gone about their own kind of games against each other, because the romance genre actually is there, and the romance genre kind of doesn't really want to pierce back into the whole entire world itself. It then kind of breaks the whole entire flow of the scenes in a way. It actually doesn't work very well. I like it. I like how it actually utilizes the genre in its own way, because it kind of utilizes the genre to actually kind of propel the fact that these characters don't understand how to actually kind of react to certain things that are in this genre itself, because they're not at all used to it. They live outside of this genre, live outside of what the genre actually doesn't really mean, and when the genre comes back in, it breaks them further apart in a way. I actually kind of like that. Unless it's a whole thing about the shoujo manga section that didn't free print the whole entire idea perfectly. The idea that the genre itself is kind of the problem here, because while one understands the situation, the other one doesn't. So in essence, when one doesn't free something, the other one kind of loses out in the end. It's actually kind of fun, because we saw it, I believe I actually can't say it quite often, but the summer section of the whole entire anime series, the whole entire section was brilliantly done, because it's one of those things that the summer is a time when love is meant to actually kind of prosper, and in this manga it actually didn't happen. It just kind of brought them further apart. And the same thing kind of applies in this actual manga as well, because when they're actually in the shed in other manga series and other anime series, that whole entire scene always leads to a kiss, or mainly it leads to them kind of getting almost to a kiss. And actually at that point, it's actually when they realise their love for one another. But in this manga, it doesn't actually happen at all, because let's face it, it's not going to happen. It's not meant to happen that way, because the war's not dictating it that way. The war's kind of bringing them further apart using the genre itself. So effectively speaking, when you think about it, this whole entire series is actually one massive chess game. In essence, it's like it's the two of them playing a chess against one another. But at the same time, it's actually one overruling chess master that actually is kind of playing the chess game himself, because it's there. You can see it. The world is trying to actually kind of break him further apart by using the actual genre. And I actually kind of like that. Like in essence, there's actually a game ruler of the whole entire world itself. It's a fourth playing this whole entire narrative, and I actually do really appreciate that, because it doesn't work very well in certain scenes when you actually kind of see them see them try to actually kind of go back to how they know what love is, and then in theory they can't. It's really funny. It actually makes the whole entire comedy work so much better as well, I think. And actually, this volume proved it perfectly, I think. This volume actually was a nice catalyst for the whole entire theme, I think, as well. Like, in essence, the whole the whole entire part when Kaguya wants to see the fireworks. Same thing applies there. Same thing then applies to the summer section as well. I imagine as time goes on in later sections, the whole entire thing makes more sense. So yeah, that is Volume 8 of Kaguya-sama Love is War. Next we actually start Volume 9. I believe there is currently 10 out in circulation, so I imagine once I reach 10, hopefully 11 is actually out. After that point, I guess I have to wait or just cover what's been translated, I think, because I don't think it actually gets officially translated, like in essence on a weekly basis. So until then, I guess we'll have to wait. So yeah, if you have enjoyed this whole entire show as a whole on YouTube, then doing free leave a like. It's a bit longer than doing the sub, because indeed both do help me quite a lot. If you want to see a bit longer of the whole entire point, leave a follow on Twitter or join my Discord as well. Both will tell you which streams are live, which streams I do as well. But until next time with some more Kaguya-sama Love is War. See you guys later. Bye for now.